All right, y'all. So it sounds like we got just a little bit of tea on the Married to Medicine reunion. Sky Squad, we are back in the building. And listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and make sure to hit that like button if you like reality TV related content, baby, because we about to give it to you. Okay. So let's talk about the Married to Medicine reunion. We got a little bit of tea last night. If you happen to catch the live between Dr. Heavenly and the Carlos, the King, okay? I was watching last night, making my notes or whatever like that. I have to say, for some reason, this live felt, it felt real high energy. It felt real good to me. Felt real good to me. And I love it when we get some new information, especially about the Married to Medicine reunion, which filmed last week. So, drum roll, please. We're going to announce the MVP of the reunion per Dr. Heavenly. And allegedly, the MVP is Phaedra Parks. Gagged, gooped, even. Okay, I am. I'm a little gagged, mostly because, as I've stated to you guys before, I tend to feel like Phaedra has been a little bit lackluster in the performance aspect in terms of how she has, really integrated with the mess and the minutia of the group. She seemed to be playing it very safe, a very safe game, as they say on Traders. If you guys aren't watching Traders on the Peacock, then you won't know exactly what I mean. But if you watched Phaedra on Peacock on the Traders, new episodes come out every Thursday, I believe, then you guys will know that Phaedra is the cat's meow. Okay. She is the cat's meow on the Traders. So it's quite interesting to then flip on over and watch her on Married to Medicine, where she's mostly just giving us a wink, a smile, a curtsy, a cute outfit, and an allegedly $70,000 birthday party for her 13-year-old son, baby. Okay. And she's giving us wigs for days, but nothing of real substance to come back and talk about at the water cooler or wherever we talk. Okay. So for me, I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm a little bit shocked by this, right? So apparently, Dr. Heavenly said that Phaedra gave it to her so bad she didn't even have nothing to say in response. Okay. That's the type of Phaedra I'm looking for. I'm not necessarily sure why she waited to the reunion to give us that. Maybe she gave, but it never made the air. I don't know. But if it never made the air, it might as well didn't happen because we ain't see it. So I'm interested to see what that was about, why they got into it. Might have been because, Dr. Heavenly um had allegedly, went back and told some things that Quad had allegedly said about Phaedra. I don't really know. I don't know. All I do know is that Dr. Heavenly said it happened. She showed up and I'm sure whatever wig of the day she had and whatever puffy garment she needed to wear for this reunion, and she allegedly showed out. Somebody else that allegedly showed out might have been Quad. Okay. Maybe Quad came down to the reunion looking right nice because the tea that we get from Dr. Heavenly is that the man seems like I'm still in love with you, girl. Okay. Um, I can't get enough. That song, if they beat that song, that Jennifer Lopez song down in my head anymore, I'm going, I can't get enough. I love it. Um, anyway, I digress. But what I was saying was apparently Quad came out looking good to Mr. Dr. Greg's eyes. Sherlock, he the new lock. He gonna be the new Sherlock homeboy with them pipes. Anyway, um, then apparently, speaking of Dr. G, apparently he allegedly, let me put the alleged badge up here because you just got to do that these days. Cover your bases, y'all. Cover your bases. So apparently, when Sweet Tea and Dr. G, it's at least in terms of their story, Dr. Heavenly alleges that just the way he speaks to her, it almost comes across like he don't really have a lot of respect for her, or maybe something he did, maybe the way he was googly eyed at Quad allegedly. I don't know, I wasn't there, but apparently there's a bit of a lack of respect there. And I wonder if it is the age gap of it all. Okay. If it's the age gap of it all. Now, I don't know how old Dr. G is, but we know that Sweet Tea is, I guess, in her early 30s. So, for these men's that be running around here, getting with the young girls, because it happens a lot, right? My question is, are you getting with the young buckers, the young tenderonis, because you can talk to them and treat them any kind of way? Is that the case? I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about for the men that gets with the young women's, right? Um, is it something that you are hoping that you can maybe get from them that you can't get from a woman, closer to your age? I'm not hating. I'm just asking the questions based on the stuff that Dr. Heavenly was saying last night. I was gonna do a story on Drea from Basketball Wives, okay? And the people are speculating that she may be preggers by Jalen Hurts. I think his last name is Hurts, the young Rocket. Is it the Rockets player or whatever like that? I think he about 21 and Dre about what? Got to be 39, something like that. Um, I'd be wondering, like, do y'all view it the same, right? Do you view it the same as when a man get with a young tenderoni as when a woman get with a young tenderoni? I don't know what they might have in common with the 21-year-old Drea will have in common with this person. I mean, I know that he plays the basketball and stuff like that, but then we get to talking about Sweet Tea of it all. And what I just wonder, what is the added benefit that the man gets from, or the one or the person gets from somebody that is that much younger? But as they say, age is just a number. So maybe it's just a youthful mentality. I don't know. All I know is that it sounded like there is a lack of respect there based on what Dr. Heavenly has reported back to us. Now, y'all know she couldn't really give too many details, and it sounded like she was going to want to try to back up off of Sweet Tea anyway. So my assumption is, did Sweet Tea roll up on somebody on you, Dr. Heavenly? Did Sweet Tea get buck wild with you backstage or something like that? Did something happen that we need to know that maybe the camera ain't gonna show that we need to see? I need to know that tea. So, Married to Medicine producers, I'm gonna ask you this favor. Okay, this is just from me, a concerned fan of the show, a concerned fan of reality TV. I'm gonna need y'all to give us everything. Y'all cut out last time when Dr. Contessa had rolled up on Dr. Heavenly outside the venue down to the bus, down to the trailer where everybody was getting dressed. Y'all cut that out. Y'all put it in the trailer, but y'all cut it out of the show. Why? Why are you cutting the best parts from these episodes and from the show? Show us what is really going on. Let's take it back to the old days of Married to Medicine where y'all gave it all to us. I'm gonna need y'all to stop doing this. Okay, give us the good stuff that we looking for, and stop cutting out the stuff that we want to see. Now, it won't too much more details that she could really give us, but apparently she was screaming with maybe Dr. Simone, and Dr. Simone don't be screaming about nothing, don't be really giving. Dr. Simone be screaming about a whole lot of things, but it really amounts to nothing. Okay. There was some technical stuff that I guess maybe Simone was screaming about that we don't really know. I don't know. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. We also learned that there are about 14 episodes so in the season. So if I would I would wager to think that if we're on episode 11 this week, we've got 3 more episodes to go before we get to the reunion. Now, I'm not sure how those weeks are going to be divvied up because I'm assuming Super Bowl is coming up as well, right? So I don't think that they'll be on that week. And then, do we have any other award shows coming up? Because, you know, sometimes they don't play when the Oscars come on. Let me look up when the Oscars are. When is the Oscars? 2024. What date? It's March the 10th. So we may miss that week too. And then the Super Bowl 2024 is on February the 11th. Okay. So by my estimation, week after next, we ain't gonna be getting a new episode. So we probably the season will probably take us to the 25th of February. Okay. And then we'll be getting reunion episodes, in my estimation, maybe the 3rd, the 17th, and the 24th, or maybe the 3rd, the 10th, and the 17th. I'm not sure. So that's my estimated timeline, but I could be wrong, right? All right. So the last thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, did y'all see this? You know, again, this the type of stuff to me that feels very low vibrational plate energy. And you know, lately I've been on this, like, you know, finding my purpose and alignment. If you guys are not following my personal channel, make sure you guys are following. Just released a new video out today. It's Richie in Real Life. I'll put the link in the description down below or at the end of this video so you guys can follow there. It's just like positivity, motivation, inspiration, like getting stuff done in your life. You know what I'm saying? Life just is it's real. It's real on a positive tip, right? So as I move and venture more into that space, it's sometimes be harder for me to talk about these low vibrational plate energy type situations. So y'all remember a couple of, I don't know, it wasn't that long ago, where Bambi sat down and she did an interview with Amanda Seales, right? So, and Scrappy, by, you know, himself, has done an interview with Carlos King. Diamond has done an interview with Carlos King. I think he also maybe interviewed Erica Dixon as well. So everybody's doing interviews in this situation, right? So Scrap's basic premise in this podcast that when he was talking, was basically, and a shout out to our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk, was basically saying, yo, I wonder, you know, Bambi over there doing the interview with Amanda Seales, but I wonder if Amanda Seales, you know, told Bambi that she effed around with her ex-husband or whatever like that. And so I saw, you know, for me, when I look at these types of things, I just be thinking to myself, like, yo, like, bro, that's so low vibe. I'm not one of these people that think, like, you know, men shouldn't be having podcasts and talking and doing all this type of stuff like that. Because listen, my general sense is, if you got a mouth, you can talk. Period. That's what it's for. So I don't have, I'm not that guy. And you know, for me, I'm a man basically doing the same thing, but my genre is basically reality TV and in another space, motivation, inspiration. So for me, it's like it's fair game for everybody to, you know, have these, you know, in-depth conversations, because people can get something from it, right? You just never know. You never know where the blessings gonna flow. So anyway, as he's saying this in this podcast or whatever like that, it's the intent for me. And the intent seems to be for me, like, yeah, you know, I bagged that. Did she tell you that? And what I don't like is when people start talking about, you know, and we talked about it with this whole Shawnee situation, when men or women, I don't care who you are, get to talking about what you do in the intimacy of your bedroom or anybody else's bedroom. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We grown. Okay. We at this age, we grown. What does it matter? Is that supposed to raise your level of, like, yeah, I bagged Amanda Seales. Did she know? Did Bambi know that when she was over there? But guess what, bro? You can't play a player.
Scrap.
No, I did not.
Did you know that I used to Scrap?
No, I did not.
Did you know that I used to Scrap?
No, I did not.
Did you know that I used to Scrap?
No.
It's the look in the camera for me. Okay. It's like, and this was, I guess maybe it didn't air. Um, I can't even, I cannot recall if I saw it in the initial interview, but it's just kind of like, bro, like you thought you was doing something there. You really thought that you had a moment there. No, keep your commentary about your music, man, or your whatever you doing the show. You know, your current booze that you happen to be, doing whatever with. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't you got enough to talk about versus trying to air out somebody else's dirty laundry? Such that she would even have to go back and now put this clip out there to let it be known that she did have that conversation. If she didn't put it out there, that was the classy thing to do. But now she got to. Now she got to. It's kind of, it'd be kind of crazy out here, man. It'd be kind of crazy out here. Like the conversations that like grown adults could be having. This is what you're talking about. That what you're talking about? Okay. Okay. Now, listen, before we go, a lot of you guys were asking me, what was in my teacup from last night when I did my Married to Medicine review. This is what I had. This is all I have. I don't really drink that much these days anyway. I definitely try not to drink when I got to do videos because I need to be firmly focused on giving you guys my thoughts and opinions. So I do try to I drink a lot of tea because it's good for my throat because I'm talking a lot on camera and stuff like that. And whenever you're talking and, sometimes a lot of times I be getting excited and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, this is kind of good for me to have. Sometimes like today I'm drinking this. It's like a vanilla chai. So French vanilla chai. These are not sponsored, but people was asking. So I was like, let me let y'all know what I really be drinking. So y'all don't be thinking it's some in this cup. I would tell you if it was. Trust and believe. I really would. But anyway, that's all I got to say for y'all for right now. With that, all that out the way, I will catch you all in the next video.